It is time for my very favorite video of the year. This is the curriculum reveal video. This is going to be for grade 12, so my senior. This is my first homeschool graduate. He's going to be my very first one, so I have such bittersweet feelings about all of this. This is the last time I will be picking his curriculum, and then he's going to be off on his own. So I hope that I picked some good ones. Okay, so I have my drink, I have my books. The last box came yesterday. So it's time. I have gone back and forth a couple of times on some of these. So after much discussion with my son and with my husband, we finally got it figured out. All right, so let's jump right into it. The first one that I want to get out of the way so I don't forget, because I don't actually have the books for it, is math. So he's going to be going right along into 12th grade math with teaching textbooks. We've used them every year since he was in 4th or 5th grade, and we're just going through to the end. It's something that I don't even have to think about, and that's how we're going to do that. All right, so the first books. I think I'm going to go ahead and do language arts first. So when it comes to writing, I have a brand new program curriculum from IEW called University Level Writing. This is a 12-week course, so he's not going to be doing this the entire year. I plan on doing this, I think, at the very beginning of the year because it's video based. There are video lessons, and I want him to have that under his belt. And then for maybe like semester 2, just to give him a little bit of extra practice, I also grabbed the Elegant Essay, and this is a real short course too. I think you can actually do this in like 2 weeks, but I might drag it out a little bit further. I'm not sure. I have to actually go through these books, so don't hold me to that. I'm just brainstorming at this point. So that should take care of the writing portion of language arts. Now, everything else, most of everything else he's already finished, like grammar and spelling and all of that. He's already finished that stuff. So if he does anything for that, it will just be extra practice, maybe online, but I'm not actually buying a full curriculum for those things. So for literature, he's going to be doing worldviews and conflict. Probably not a big surprise to any of you. I think I kind of made that pretty clear in an earlier video. This one is going to be analyzing a lot of different British literature pieces, and this one is actually made for grade 12. So this one is going to be really fun. I've already peeked inside, and it's one of those books that it was really hard for me to put down because it was so interesting. So he's going to be reading that for his literature portion. And then that really rounds out language arts. So he is pretty much done. Now, if you kind of go through this video and you're like, but hey, what about this subject and this subject and this subject? If I don't have those subjects in this pile, it's because he's already finished all the credits that he needs for those classes, so I don't have them. So don't worry if you're seeing like holes in my curriculum plan here. It's because it's tailored to what he needs on his transcript for graduation. Now for history, this one is, I think, the one that my husband is the most excited for. We got Epoch from Generations. I think they recommend this for 12th grade as well. So this is a history course for high schoolers, and this is a history course on Western civilization. So this is going to be a really neat one. So after you're done with, world history and American history, you can kind of get into different aspects of history, and that's what this is. So he is going to be doing this course, and that comes with the workbook, the textbook, and then it also comes with this book called The Story of Freedom, and it all kind of ties together. So this one's going to be a really fun one. I think I want to do this one with him. I might want to teach this class, I'm not sure. All right, Bible. So last year we did as a family the How Jesus Built His Church curriculum. We loved that one. But because we did that one all together, he didn't get to do the 11th grade one that was recommended on the website. So that's what he's going to do this year. So he's going to be doing Worldview for Bible. And this is kind of like an apologetics theology type book. It is classified in the Worldview theology area, and this will be an elective. And this one, the tagline is what we believe, what they believe, and why they are wrong. And that one also comes with this book here, and this is recommended for grades 10 through 12. All right, so now we're moving on to electives. That's the bulk of his main subjects, his core. So now we can move on to the elective part. So he needs a finance class, and I went back and forth on so many of these. And I know like some people are going to, I don't know, like tell me that I'm wrong, and I get that. Like I get it. We just kind of went with what we were more familiar with, I guess. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. It's something that my husband and I have gone through together anyway, and actually I did a lot of work with this one, and I paid off a lot of debt when we were active duty, or when my husband was still active duty military, and I know that the system works, so that's why I just went ahead and got it. I got Dave Ramsey's finance course. This one is Foundations in Personal Finance, and I know that there's been a lot of Dave Ramsey hate lately. I don't really know what it's about. I don't keep up with that type of stuff. But I do know that his finance course is supposed to be pretty good, and it is for high schoolers. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $80 or something, and it seemed easy, and I'm familiar with the program already because I went through FPU, and I paid off a lot of stuff. I paid off my student loans, I paid off my cars, I did all kinds of cool stuff with this. So I'm familiar with it, seemed like a good choice. So from Generations, I'm also getting Kickstart, and this is a DVD series, which I was very reluctant because I don't have a DVD player. I only have one of those DVD things that like hooks up to my computer, and it's not good. Like the DVDs on computers are terrible. I don't know if it's just me and I have bad luck with them, but like the players on computers these days are just awful. Like they really are just terrible. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that I don't get really super frustrated with this throughout the year, but I'm hoping that maybe they'll put it on streaming. Like, can I request that from somebody? Please put this on streaming. But yeah, there's a bunch of DVDs in here, and then there is the companion guide, and it's got, you know, worksheets and things like that. So this is a Christian course on basically becoming an adult. And all those types of things. So this is goal setting, time management, problem solving, mentors, communication, job shadowing, interviewing, job opportunities, that type of thing. So I think this will be a really good one for him to have his senior year as he gets ready to do all of these things and go into college. And then I just have character and development, and I got the books that Generations recommended. So we have Jeremiah Burroughs, The Rare Jewel of Christian Contentment. I read this one. It is so good. If you haven't read that one, you need to read it. We also got The Tattooed Jesus. So this is like a book by Kevin Swanson on like pop culture and Christianity. I was reading this last night. I had a really hard time putting it down, so I really enjoyed that one so far. And then we have Ultimate Proof of Creation, Resolving the Origins Debate. And actually there is a lecture on Answers in Genesis on the app. I saw it the other day. I might actually watch it I think it is by the author. And yeah, this one will be a really good one too. Okay, so there is our list. It's not that big because we're not going to be doing everything all at the same time. You know what I mean? So he's not going to be reading like all 3 of these books at once. You know, it'll be one at a time spread out throughout the year. We did not decide to do dual enrollment. So he will not be going through dual enrollment like we had originally thought. I think there's still some things we need to work out with that, and that's totally fine. I don't want to rush him into college stuff because I feel like once you get into the college routine, like you never really get out until you've graduated. So I want him to take his time, and I want him to make the best decisions for himself. So I don't want to rush those decisions. And I feel like if we had to do anything right now, it would have been rushing those decisions, and I don't want that for him. So he actually made the decision to not do dual enrollment this year. And part of me was kind of happy about that because I'm like, oh yay, I get to teach you everything for one more year. That's the selfishness in me. So, and me just kind of wanting to hold on to my child a little bit. But yes, this will be our last year, and then he will be our first graduate, and I cannot believe it's coming, but it is. It's coming very, very fast. So this is my last curriculum haul for him, and I'm not gonna cry. It's okay, I'm not gonna cry. But all of you other senior moms, I'm sure that you understand my emotions on this issue. So that's it. I will wrap this up. I do not know much about any of these curriculum books here, so if you send me questions on them, I probably won't be able to answer because I haven't gone through them all yet. A lot of them just arrived in the mail, so I will try to leave links though to everything where you can go and check them out online. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy homeschooling.